Good morning, Taurus, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and today I'll be doing a reading for you for the week of August the 26th to September the 1st, 2024. Now, this week is kind of interesting, and it kind of resembles the similar energies that we had during the Lionsgate portal, which occurred on August the 8th, 2024, which numerologically is like an 888 day. Okay, now because this is August, the 8th month, 26 is the start of the day of the week. 2 plus 6 is 8, and then 24 is 8. So this week has the similar vibes of 888 as well. Okay, so now when I add up all those numbers, it equals 6, and that is how many times I'm going to be shuffling the deck for you today. Okay, for your reading. Now, I do apologize for not having videos for a couple weeks. I was going through some sort of spiritual transformation like every day, and had some stressful situations going on in my life. And so, but I'm here, and we're going to dive right into your reading now. So thank you for your patience and for your grace. All right. So the first column we're going to be delving into is passing energies. All right. So we're starting off with the Hanged Man here. And then we have the Four of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So perhaps you have been resting, or kind of you have been in a sort of pause. There has been some sort of stagnation that you have been going through regarding stability, or like what can bring instability for you. And it's something about what you are building. So perhaps there has been some sort of, you've been having to wait for something in the recent past with respect to a project that you're working on, because we have the Knight of Wands here, and you've been kind of trying to pursue different perspectives with this Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man is a card that represents the god Odin, and I'll get into that a little bit more a little bit later. But this is about sacrificing yourself to yourself. Odin hung himself on the world tree Yggdrasil for 9 days and 9 nights in order to gain knowledge for the universe. So he sacrificed himself to gain knowledge. So perhaps there you're putting your life on hold, maybe your family life on hold, or putting fun on hold in order for you to build this thing that you're building here. So we'll get into that a little bit more in a bit. Okay, in our current energies, for the current energies here, we have the Fool. So starting something new, taking a leap of faith. Yeah, you're definitely starting something new, because we have the World card as well. So the World is the last card in the major arcana, and then you have so it's the 21 card, and then we have the Fool as well. So one chapter is ending and another is starting. And what's interesting to see here is that we have the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Wands, and then right beside it, we have the World card. And these are two cards here that have portals on it. Okay, so this week is acting like a portal for you. All right, now Mercury is going direct this week, and then there is a new moon coming up on the Tuesday on the 2nd. Okay, and then we are entering eclipse season 2. So this can be, you're already feeling the energy of eclipse season. Okay, so we'll definitely see what that is all about. But this could also be too, because there is an Aquarius on the World card, that we just had a full moon in Aquarius. So maybe that was the final portal moment, where that was where the culmination of energies, ending of a chapter in your life. The waiting perhaps is over now, ever since that full moon, and now things are going to be starting to move forward with this new project, this new Fool energy. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Wands, definitely being bold, being assertive, following your passions and your drives, not caring what other people think. All right. Coming up energies is the Page of Swords, information coming in, communication coming in. Mercury's going direct on Wednesday, the 28th of August. So this could really magnify communications coming in a little bit more swifter for you, especially you have been waiting and feeling stuck here with the Hanged Man. This new energy moving forward, I think, is coming in with this Mercury going direct, and now you're going to be starting to get correspondences coming in for you with that Page of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles as well. And then we have the Chariot. Yes, things are definitely moving forward for you quite swiftly. And it's about money and your finances and your stability. Okay, which is you are coming up, Taurus, in a position of strength here. Okay, you're going through this portal, and then you know by the end of the week you're going to be in a different position. You're going to have a lot of communications coming in. Yeah, the sun. So the last column here is about special messages coming in from your spirit guides, okay, in the universe. So you have the sun, you have the Tower, and then you have the Page of Wands. So definitely getting a lot of attention coming in for you, and even sudden changes with respects to finances here. Um, a lot of sunflower energy too. So needing to follow what gives your life nourishment is going to be very important here. But you're getting a lot of attention. You're making things seem very easy right now, Taurus, on with whatever it is that you're building. Okay, we have here the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. So you are building something of quality. You're building something with your passion and your drive, and this is what is going to propel you forward. And you're going to have some sort of major change coming in for you by the end of this week, or maybe by mid September perhaps. Okay, I'm even getting, this Tower could even signify that you're going to be getting a lot of changes here and a lot of forward moving momentum by the end of summer. Okay, the Tower and the Sun. So, when's the last day of summer? I don't know when the solstice, not the solstice, it's the equinox, right? Yes, the fall equinox. I think it's in September, isn't it? So that might be when you're going to really start getting this forward moving momentum coming in. Okay. So let's get into the cards a little bit more in depth. So, like I said, we have the Hanged Man here. And the Hanged Man is Odin, a card that represents Odin. And he has been hanging here for quite some time, and this is in the passing energy, okay? So what I've been feeling here, like I had mentioned, is that you have been feeling quite stagnant. Perhaps you've been feeling like things haven't been moving forward, right? Just been hanging there. You've been working maybe, or you've been like seeking out other forms of information, and kind of been, what's that saying? Like, burning the candle at both ends, or really like grind, like you've been working hard. Okay, so I think you've been sacrificing here time with your family perhaps, or just having fun in general. Like, so you see here, the on the Four of Wands, there are people like was partying, they're having fun, they're celebrating. And can be a card about marriage or family as well. Okay, so I feel that in order for you've been feeling stuck, and because you've been feeling stuck, you've been kind of working really hard to kind of push yourself to move forward, to see if you can affect anything, to affect this situation to move ahead. But I think it's more to it than that. There's a lot of astrology right now you have to work with. Saturn is kind of doing this push, with Jupiter kind of doing this push and pull thing, where we might feel like we got 5 steps forward, and then we get 10 steps back, and then there's like this push and pull. There's a lot of testing to see if we really want, if we really want what we're working for. Okay, but you're building something really amazing here. Okay, and I feel like you've been sacrificing, because this is Odin sacrificing himself to himself in order to gain enlightenment. So perhaps you've been burning the midnight oil is what I'm getting. I don't know if that, like, if you've been listening to that or something, but like that's the what I was trying to get at. You're burning the midnight oil in order to assist yourself in moving ahead. And I feel that for some of you this has been working, but for some of you it hasn't. You feel like you're just not moving. Okay. And so, but knowing what is coming up next, like I said, there is a portal of change. I think you've already gone through it. I think it was because of the full moon that we had in Aquarius. And I feel here that this week is when you're going to start really seeing some some energy change, okay? Because right here we have the Fool, we have the World, and we have the Queen of Wands. All right, so let's get into this a little bit better. With the Fool, it's funny because I'm just noticing this, is that we have the zero. So the tarot, the major arcana, is like the Fool's journey. So this is us. We are the Fool, okay? The Fool is a representation of ourselves going through different chapters in our life. And now, so with the Fool starts off the zero, then number 1 card is the Magician, number 2 is the High Priestess, number 3 is the Empress, number 4 is the Emperor, etc., etc. So these are all archetypes, and these are all situations that we all go through in a course of a chapter in our life. Okay, and then the World is it's the last card. This is when we integrate all of the lessons that we have learned in the last chapter, and then we embark again. We turn the wheel has turned, and then we start again as the Fool in a new chapter. Okay, so I feel like we've reached this culmination point. There's Aquarius right there, and so you've really, Taurus. You've finished a chapter here. This period of stagnation and feeling stuck and burning the midnight oil and feeling like it's not producing anything for you is over. Okay, you're stepping into this new energy here, and you're really being protected from risk right now. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this one for now, but this is a golden card, and so this is you, Taurus, and you're starting a new journey, and you see how carefree he is here. He knows deep down inside that he has everything he has within him to get to where he's going. Okay, because all he has on his back is this satchel, and this dog here is representation of our spirit guides and the universe, okay, and who are loyal to you. And you see how he trusts the universe. He's about to walk right off of this cliff here. And what's interesting to see here is that you have the Knight of Wands, and then you have the Page of Wands, and they both have salamanders on their cloak here. Okay, and salamanders in the tarot indicate being protected from fire, which means being protected from risk. This doesn't mean this doesn't mean that you can go put all your life savings in a meme stock or like on a cryptocurrency that you've seen someone talk about on the internet. So you want to do your due diligence, right? You need to be doing your research on whatever it is that you are working towards with respects to money, okay? But you are protected. So if you do your research, you do your due diligence, you dot your I's, cross your T's, you're protected. Because you are following your heart. You're following what gives your life nourishment here, and you're following your passion and your drive and your impetuous energy. And the Queen of Wands as well, which is right under the World. She goes after what she wants, and she's the only court card of the Wands that does not have a salamander on it. Now, this doesn't mean that she's not protected from risk, but she is so confident and so bold that she is protected because of this. She knows what she's capable of doing, and she doesn't need external protection. Do you understand what I mean? because she follows what gives her life nourishment. She follows what gives her life joy. It's like these sunflowers here. Sunflowers in life, they follow the sun. The face of the sunflower will follow the sun throughout the sky. So this is what you're being encouraged to do. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're building here, in order to create this wealth that you want, this to become your true self, Taurus, this is you. You need to follow your heart. You need to follow whatever it is that gives your life meaning. Okay, follow whatever gives your life nourishment so it doesn't feel like work, because then you are protected because you're just following your destiny. Does that make sense? And whatever, and because it is, you're following your destiny, like it's not going to be easy for you, but you make it look easy to everybody else because this is something that was meant for you to do. This is something that you were meant to do. You see this baby, he's holding this heavy flagpole here, and these flagpoles are very heavy. Okay, and he makes it look, he's just like, I'm holding it with one hand and I'm riding a horse with no saddle at the same time, but it's okay because the sun's giving me nourishment and I'm following my joie de vivre, what gives my life joy. Okay, and so and you don't care what anybody thinks. This is another thing that you're protected. This is another way that you are protected because you are not a victim of other people's perceptions of you. In the time of the tarot, black cats were considered to be very unlucky, but she doesn't care. She likes black cats and she will have it. Okay? So you are being bold, you're being assertive. You're going after what you want. You're doing your research. You're stepping into your true authentic power here. Okay? So tap into your industrialness, tap into your groundedness, your resourcefulness, Taurus. Okay, and I think that you also, because things are moving forward here for you. We have the Chariot. And the Chariot is another representation, just like the Fool, of trusting the universe. Okay, he's trusting the universe. He's about to walk right off this cliff, but it's okay, because you know what? Who knows? There might even be just like a step down, right? It's all about perception. Now with the Chariot, the Chariot doesn't have any reins on it. And this is the universe. This is ourselves, our higher selves. And this is an aspect of our shadow side, and this is an aspect of our lighter side, of our personality and our subconscious. Okay? So we have to integrate these things. We have to do healing. We have to face our shadow. We have to love our shadow. We have to embrace the darker aspects of our personality in order to self-actualize. Okay? Because they all serve a purpose. All emotions serve a purpose. There are no negative emotions. All right? And so he's letting the universe guide him without knowing where it's taking him, but you're following your purpose, you're following your drive, you're following your ambition, you're following your destiny, and that you're leaving your old life behind here. Things are moving forward now with really great speed. The Chariot is moving fast, and you are co-creating with the universe. He's holding the magician's wand here. Okay. So, and I feel like I'm not getting anything happening here for you with the Tower. I just feel that you're going to be getting more communication, more correspondence coming in at a higher rate once summer is ending, once summer has ended. Okay? Definitely an interesting reading for sure. All right. Let's see here. Let's end off here with an animal oracle card. And I will cut these and shuffle them 3 times for us today, Taurus. And let's see what we got here. We got the bison, abundance. That's right. All right. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. The North American bison, often called buffalo, was the ruler of the American plains. Bison represented the abundant life, the will to survive, and the ability to adapt. Native Americans relied on them for the blessing of ample food, shelter, and warmth. They considered all bison sacred. If bison comes to you, it signifies that you are walking in harmony with Mother Earth. Call upon buffalo for guidance, and you will feel a great force rising within you. You can align with the surge from nature that will empower you. The white buffalo was most sacred of all. She brought the peace pipe and visible prayer to the people. If you are a bison person, you will feel called to connect to the Great Spirit in prayer. From this deeper place, all blessings and gifts will flow. Bison invites you to discover your own sacred way. Create your own ceremonies and write your own prayers. The great mystery is right beside you. Just open the door and walk through. White buffalo is waiting. Some things to keep in mind are: have you forgotten to be thankful for all of your blessings? Have you lost connection to earth? Have you forgotten how to pray and connect to Great Spirit? Be grateful and return to prayer. If this reading resonated for you, my dear Taurus, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you'd like to do. You could also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is going on with your week, not only check out your sun sign, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I am truly grateful for all the energy you brought me here today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week.